MaziNnamdiKanu is How to cause a fight? I had to remember. They want to cause fights. I know. And how cause fight? Bandara neba wawa kanda. Be careful, that's a record of fights like a dog. Be careful. As you can see, the stupid people with the Nigerian flag, they are here to cause problems so that the police will start shooting at our sides. As you can see, we are singing they are here with their rubbish flag, the expired country. Even with the heavy armed policemen, we are not afraid of them. We will continue. Self-determination is never a crime. Self-determination is never a crime. As you can see, they want to start up a fight. So that the police will start shooting aside. Yes, the court is over. The court is over. For holy, MaziNnamdiKanu. We must continue. We thank people. The power belongs to the bosses. And that is it. As you can see, they want to cause fights. na-azọsi na ọmara ọma na-achọ okwu na-achọ illegal okwu. Because they don't know what they are doing. They think that MaziNnamdiKanu is the winner. I will always be a winner forever and ever.
MaziNnamdiKanu is another savior. Holy, holy, holy. MaziNnamdiKanu is another savior. Holy, holy, holy. MaziNnamdiKanu is another savior. Holy, holy, holy. MaziNnamdiKanu is another savior.
Hey, now I'm director. Child. Continue. I'm director. Hey, I'm director. I saw Mazi. He was rejoicing. The motor he will attack you. Eh? Any uncle? I can't actually will tell you that. Oh God. I saw MaziNnamdiKanu when they were taking him out, so he was very, very happy. If possible for him, he could have jumped out of the car itself and started rejoicing with us. Oh God. My honorable leader.
They are jubilating, seeing our leader MaziNnamdiKanu. You can see this is the current situation here on ground. As you can see, this is the they are protesting against IPOB and the Biafrans. MaziNnamdiKanu. This is the current situation here.
Interview me. As you can see, we are live at Federal High Court, Abuja, in solidarity with our leader, MaziNnamdiKanu. So, as you can see, everybody is jubilating because I saw my leader, MaziNnamdiKanu, today inside the vehicle. He was rejoicing and he was happy. If possible for him, he would have jumped out of the car. As you can see,
Hey, everybody move inside. See your phone, see your phone. See your phone, see your phone. How are you? Your high head. Your high head. What do you expect now?
lay my very stage your phone. Let's go for interview now. Why am I here if I didn't interview anybody? Ah, Jesus. Okay, Barrister Lawyer, Jima, collect cross. I okay, Ninja News. Yeah, I will text you once I got to my hotel room. All right. Once I got to the place I'm staying. Yes. Okay. All right, no problem.
Everybody was banging on the door. The judge refused to order the door to be opened.
MaziNnamdiKanu had a trial today without defense. No legal representation.
The court conducted proceedings of today of MaziNnamdiKanu without legal representation.
So are we going to have justice? No way. There's no justice. You can see it. I've been shouting it. There's no justice. No lawyer was allowed to represent MaziNnamdiKanu today. So what do we do? And we still call it Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
We'll write a petition to NJC.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That is to tell you it's a plan.
All of them, no one was allowed to go.
I'm in the court.
Hey.
Ugo. You get that record, yeah?
I was going to move this application today, so I was ready to kick ass. Really.
Okay,
I was prepared.
let's organize ourselves.
That was our strategy. So I feel frustrated that an application that I'm
Sorry,
supposed
sir.
to do today could not be had. The application was ripe.
Sorry.
The application was ripe to be moved. We are raising very strong objections to jurisdiction of the court for MaziNnamdiKanu trial. Our objection is based on the following. The warrant upon which MaziNnamdiKanu was arrested was issued by a federal high court in Abuja. Warrant of a federal high court in Nigeria is not valid for effecting an arrest in Kenya. Kanu did not undergo extradition proceedings in Kenya to the assumption of jurisdiction of a court over a fugitive suspect returned from overseas. So the condition precedent was not met. That's a challenge to jurisdiction. Then we have Article 12, Sub 4 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, ratified in Nigeria in 1979 and codified as part of our laws in 1983 that prohibits unlawful expulsion of Africans from one country to the other. And we have the continental counterpart that prohibits as such. It's our position that MaziNnamdiKanu's exit from Kenya was unlawful expulsion that robs this honorable court of jurisdiction. So we are not talking only international law here. There's a misconception that, hey, Ejimako is talking about extraordinary rendition as if it's out of the blues. No, even our constitution prohibits extraordinary rendition. When the constitution said at section 35 that nobody shall be subject to arbitrary or unlawful arrest, what does that tell you? It means the constitution says extraordinary rendition even within the domestic territory of Nigeria is unconstitutional and is illegal. So at the arrest or what happened to Nnamdi in Kenya was arbitrary and unlawful. These are our positions and they are very, very clear. We have these Nigerian authorities to support all these things, and that is why extradition is important, and that is why United States, with all her military might, came to Nigeria. They want our top policeman, Abakari. They didn't take him by force. They approached the Nigerian government. They have the military, everything, but they are approaching our cause to issue an order that is called an extradition order or extradition warrant. So why didn't Nigeria respect Kenya? If Kenya cannot come to Nigeria and grab anybody and take them back to Kenya and subject them to trial, why should Nigeria be allowed to go to Kenya and grab anybody without authority of law?
Okay, sir. Okay,
and
sir.
Subject them to trial.
Sorry, sir.
So that is our case in chief.
What happened in court today?
What happened is that, I have said it before, we were outside consulting because there was a mild disagreement as to the number of lawyers that should be allowed inside the courtroom. So we left our books, wig and gown, outside and went outside. The judge had not come to put this together in a civil conference with DSS officers to resolve the issue of having lawyers that should go inside. Lo and behold, the judge came into the courtroom and ordered that we be locked out. We didn't know this. So somebody told us the judge is inside it. So we broke up and went to the door to go inside the courtroom, but the door was locked. We banged. DSS officers banged. They refused to open the door. The judge proceeded to conduct ex parte hearing when lawyers are in court. A criminal defendant who was in detention since June in poor health, she conducted ex parte hearing and adjourned the case on her own motion to 19th and 20th of January next year. The law says this kind of case is day-to-day trial, that the maximum number of days or whatever period of adjournment allowed under the law is maximum is 2 weeks. So why this? We don't think it's fair. Justice should not be done, but it should be seen to have been done. Thank you.
Okay.
I think the government of the day want to...
I've interviewed you.
No, I don't want to... The government of the day...
Lawyers, once we have over 10 members of SSS officials, let's inside the court. Why can't they allow at least some members of the university to be in court? So they refuse to do that. And we are outside the court door trying to resolve these challenges. The court came in, locked the door, then access to the court. Before we could speak to Jack Robinson, the matter has been adjourned to 19th and 20th of January. I've not seen such travesty. I've not seen travesty of justice. We are just told. We are told that they were invited, not invited our client, and the DPP and the prosecutor to have a discussion with them. Even when we are not there. Just like what happened on 26th of July, on 26th of June 2021, when he was taken to court without reference to us. And he was tried on that day without us being in court. It's the same thing the Deputy SC said today. And it's unfortunately, we are within the courtroom. We are just outside the court door and we are locked outside. I've not seen such thing in my life. And there's no order from the court, substantial in court, stating that this trial will be called out in a secret. No such order has been given. This is the height of privacy of justice. So today, and also the court, and that's a done day. The court reviewed a guideline of persons who are visiting here. That guideline contained an order, of course, and was served on the DSS. That order was furthered by the DSS with impunity. And to commit it to content, that application is going to come out today for hearing too, because we want to find the court. The court has a duty to protect the sanctity of this order. So we are in court today to also inform the court that the order he made and served on the DSS was furthered with impunity. He can't continue that matter. So today, we are not even allowed to come inside the court to address the court on this point. So what you are saying as legal team, there is a clear case of denial of fair here as concerns hotels and parties of justice. So we are going back home to strategize and take a further decision as to whether we can continue in this court or elsewhere. Because what we know is that this matter must be heard and must heard what? Expectation. Must heard it. If the court is not willing, is supposed to hear this case, he will excuse himself voluntarily from continuing with this hearing on this case. That's what I can have to say.
Yes, what I want to say is it's very clear this was the 5th time I had come from the United States as MaziNnamdikanu's international lawyer to try to meet and see him, where I was denied 5 times. It was very clear today that I was the one that caused them to lock everybody out of the courtroom. They did not want me in the courtroom. I'm here not to create an irritant. There are huge international law issues raised by the charges against MaziNnamdikanu, including the kidnapping, extraordinary rendition, punishing him without any trial or hearing, denying him access to his lawyers. These are all violations not only of the Nigerian Constitution, but international covenants to which Nigeria is a signatory. I am taking now the case to the international forum and tribunals. It's clear that the Nigerian tribunals are hopelessly compromised. It isn't even close to fair due process. And so I'll be going to the working group on arbitrary detention in Geneva, the International Criminal Court, and the International Court of Justice in The Hague, the U.S. Congress, to impose sanctions on Nigeria until it conforms to internationally recognized human rights to which Nigeria has already subscribed to enforce its own constitution. I have seldom seen such open, notorious lawlessness. I underscore, it is very clear. They signaled out me when I was the one who was approaching to enter the courtroom and said, Mr. Fine, you can't go in. Everybody else was able to go in. For whatever reason, they put me on a blacklist, if you will. And that is exactly what ought to happen because the law does require that he go free. And the international community now is obligated to put the sunshine on the Nigerian judiciary and ensure that if justice is not done, there will be a price to pay. The judge herself may be subject to prosecution before the International Criminal Court. Judges are not free from criminality. The Nazi judges that implemented the Holocaust decrees against the Jews, they were prosecuted at Nuremberg. And if the Nigerian judges follow suit, they similarly are going to risk prosecution.
Your name, sir?
Your full name, sir?
My name is Bruce, B-R-U-C, Fine, F-E-I-N. I'm from Washington, D.C. This is the 5th time I've been here in the last several months.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Let me address you on behalf of
Move to this side, sir.
sent a large delegation of Ohanese and the Igbo traditional rulers flew in from outside. To have been done. Esoteric trial cannot stand in this day and age. Lawyers and judges all belong to the same procession. And to this we say we want justice and nothing but justice.
MaziNnamdiKanu must go free. That's the first condition.
All right. Thank you,
I
sir.
am Chief Godwin Wazurike. I'm a lawyer to Ohaneze. Thank you.
Ndewo, sir.
Ndewo, sir. All right.
Before you go, all of us were not around. Prosecution are working all in Italy. Prosecution works on this.
This is gunshot, lifeless, being targeted at civilians who are here sympathetic with MaziNnamdiKanu. You don't need to go to heaven to establish that fact. It's happening before you believe. So, however, today the matter came up for the hearing of our objection to the competency of the judge and jurisdiction of the court to hear the matter. But court today, we were in court for this for the we are in court in good time. And because of the constraints we are usually exposed to from time to time, the constraint that stem from the fact that lawyers are not being allowed access to the court. So we were there to resolve this issue. Because justice